can't remember who the people were, but we used to recap being on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I said, well, you just doing something else and adding a little flavor to it. And you better make sure you bring a lot of these next time. But people kept stopping me to ma'am, could I get another one of those? Can I get another one of those?
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Sunday morning. We are in Greenville, North Carolina. The Community Fun Fest SUTV Scorecard 16. Today, I am hanging out with Miss Sheila New Look.
Hello.
Jack. OG Wayne.
And OG Wayne, man. What a wonderful event, man. We have some more guests that's going to stop by and shortly, but we're going to go ahead and start the podcast. So I want to say, like I'll say, Sheila, thank you for getting on the scorecard. I want to start off by talking about the New Look Steppers.
Yes.
The New Look Steppers. So how did you form this group?
It really wasn't even supposed to be a group. I was having a surprise 40th birthday party for my husband, and I wanted to do a line dance. So I got the instructor, which is my president now, I'm just a founder, to create a line dance. But about 2 weeks before, one of his friends was like, I can't wait to get to the party. So it ruined it. So we had to move it to Florida, and we surprised them, a couple of them. So about a month or two after, they was like, we enjoyed that. Let's keep doing it.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay. And we were called the Charlie Wilson Girls then. And then I'm like, if we're going to make it official, what can we name it? And I didn't want it to be focused on New Look. I wanted them to have a name. And they was like, well, we dance at the New Look Business Center. You, the founder, let's run with New Look Steppers. So,
right.
And actually, we were the first one that had the name Steppers. Everybody was like line dance or whatever. Because actually we are line dance, but I wanted something catchy.
Right.
So we New Look Steppers with the AZ at the end.
Nice. Now the outfits are always banging. So is that your design or?
Yes,
That's your design?
They always ask me to come up with something different. Last year, but you weren't there last year, it was really nice. We had the cowboy hats and the boots to match.
Yeah.
So I just cut and patch and design and put it together.
Yeah.
I just thought of the vests, and I'm like, these will be nice and hot. We were able to order some girls, they wouldn't fit, so I had to just order an army jacket and cut it and make it look like other vests.
Right. So what is it? Is it under 25 people, or is it right at 25? Or
Oh no, we 60 strong.
60 strong?
But everybody don't
My
always
God.
come.
Yeah. My God. I mean, they were there Friday night and Saturday, so they came to perform. That is awesome, man. I was I love when I go to an event and there's a lot of entertainment. It gives me something to record, and they had a lot of swag. They were up on the new dances, the face expressions when they dancing. They into it.
They think they doing something.
They into it. they into it. Yeah, and they're not scared of the camera neither. They're not scared of the camera. They're not. So let's talk about the location, Pitt County Fairgrounds. That's an awesome location.
Yep.
Is that? Did you have it last year too?
Yep.
Okay, don't leave. That's a nice location, man. What would you say, Jack?
Oh my gosh, it was one of the top locations. We had, so a few of us are buying RVs now, and so we can travel and we don't have to, it's harder with hotels. And this is the first one, other than maybe Maggie Valley, which, I think you still have to go outside, but that literally you had RV hookups, water, anything you need. We usually we self, we run our generators, stuff like that. This is the first time I got to actually plug in. It was fantastic. And, smoke, Big Wheel, of course, Gator Express. We're all just sitting there in a little RV community.
And actually, you weren't even parked in the RV park, because the owner came through and he was like, that's not the RV park right there. And I'm like, no. Back further is a complete RV park in the back. And he was like, well, next year you guys need to use that area.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, holy smokes, if you can get this venue every year, it's amazing. I love how you have a mixture of the grass areas, but then there's paved roads throughout. It's huge, wide open, trailer parking. what an amazing location.
Thanks.
You know,
Yeah, and
I
they
mean,
actually, somebody gave them, I think, over $200,000 or $300,000 because we got our fair coming up next week,
Wow.
and they paid to have it paved so
Yeah,
you
it's-
can have not. It was so dusty all the time when we had our fair, so they paid to get that done. They was like, when you come, we got a new driveway and stuff. I'm like, okay. So, but yep.
well, I tell you what, that location, top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch. And like I said, I think you're going to see, I heard from a few people that they like, I think Celeste and Pete are a couple. I heard the Armors might be doing it. It's just, Sapphire and them, they have an RV too now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to go to show if, you know, if you're doing that. I mean,
Yeah, yes,
but this
yeah.
location, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was
Thank you. I
top
tried
notch,
to pick
top
something
notch.
good.
Yeah. OG Wayne, what you think about it, man?
Man, I love it. I'm about like what Jack said. I'm thinking about buying me an RV now.
Yeah.
But it was a great location, and I like it. And like Jack said, it's like everything was paved, the RV, and I like the way the RV was parked. I think that was a good location where y'all was parked there, but they said farther back. But I like that. Sheila, you did a good job. Thanks for inviting me too. And it was like, the show was good. The VIP section, you got down.
Yeah, I get to go in
Nah,
there.
nah.
I was in VIP. So
See, like Miss Karen down. Karen had a nice VIP too. I love her
Yeah, it
VIP.
was
I'm
nice.
telling you, we done started getting together, and everybody taking it up a notch now, and I like that. And it's just like, you know, that's a family thing. Everybody just go, laugh, have fun. It's beautiful, man. I'm getting a little age on me, but shit, it feel like I'm 35, 45. And I come to these events, cause like during the week, you work Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday. It's time to take a break, and this is my break time right here when I go to these shows. Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Oh, so let's just talk about that for a second. Well, let's just stay at the top. The MC, you had the DJ and you had the MC. D-Boy was the MC. Yeah, D-Boy is funny.
Yep.
He's funny. And I know you got a little history about D-Boy, and he's got millions and millions of followers on Instagram.
I'm not into all that. I think TikTok. And
TikTok.
all of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Because he definitely loved when I put the camera in his face, and he was inviting everybody to come out to the after party, and just getting everybody involved. I think before Big Moochie took the crowd, D-Boy, he got everybody to come on up to the stage area, and then Moochie loved that. He loved that everybody got up there. And then before you know it, there was a lot of people stepping to Moochie. He was teaching and he was stepping, so that was phenomenal. So when it comes to entertainment, that's your area, because you had a lot of entertainment.
One thing I want to do in creating this show, I wanted everybody to come, feel welcome, to be themselves, and to have fun. I wanted to have something to do every moment, so no one wouldn't get bored and be like, I'm gonna go back to my RV, I'm gonna jump in I've been to some shows, they'll jump in their car and I'm gonna ride out and then come back. I wanted to feel every moment of the day. To where I had more stuff that was supposed to go on than I wasn't even able to put that in.
Right. Well, that's what you definitely did that. Well, OG Wayne has already pushed us into the next segment, the VIP section. I wasn't thinking, when you said VIP, I wasn't thinking that type of VIP. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to Straight Up TV, you'll see the video of the VIP section. So once you walk into the VIP section, ladies and gentlemen, you have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, someone will bring you your food to your seat. Speak on that. I'm speaking on that. OG, you was in there, OG?
Yeah.
You gotta speak on it, OG. You gotta speak on it. Yeah.
Cause I said, can we eat now? She said, yeah. Go on over there and eat. And then like you said, once you walk in, they cater to you and have a seat, what you like. And it was really nice, and man, you had everything that I wanted. I wanted the meatballs, I wanted the chicken, and then I wanted them, what's them, croissants? I took about 6 of them. I don't know. I was eating. It was really nice. It was a nice setup.
And I had more things, but then I had fruit trays and cheese, vegetables, but I was so afraid with the heat, I needed to keep it cool, and I was thinking the ice might melt, and I didn't want nobody getting sick on me.
Yeah, but like I said, it was really nice, and I saw you doing your thing, and it was like, you was pushing it. You was trying to do everything, which was good. When you have your own show, that's when I had my own show. I just seemed like I was doing a lot. We just get carried away when we do it. But you did a hell of a job, and I just like say, I'll be here next year.
All right, thank you,
If
thank
Lord
you.
willing, I'll be
All
here
right.
next year, and then we know we're gonna come out with something else. Here you go, All Star.
All right. All right. New Look, you definitely knocked that out the box, man. Entertainment. For a content creator, I had a lot to do. I had a lot to do. Now, I tell you what, though, that sun, though, that temperature. Now, far as a competitor, was there any problems competing with the hotness or anything, Jack?
Yeah, so my phone, actually, when Sarah was playing in featherweight, my phone shut off. I had to find a fan, and I just had it in my hand.
Yeah.
I wasn't even like doing anything special.
Yeah.
And then, so I told her, I said, you've gotta. So she has a little fan, she keeps on it.
I saw that.
And then when I pulled my inner Lucas and I played in lightweight, I was watching the phone the whole time, and it was getting warmer and warmer. I didn't have the fan. I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna shut off. Well, somehow I made it, but I tell you what, your equipment, your phones, the good thing is, we don't run our slings when we play.
Right.
So we don't have that engine heat or the exhaust heat. So by using the type of batteries we do, it helps us not have to run the slings. So we can run all day long, never have to start them. So that helps with heat. However, your phone, your iPad, whatever you're using, even the Bluetooth starts glitching when it gets warmer. So 100% is so, people have little umbrellas, it's really, you have to think more than just having a good sounding bike and knowing what to play. Now you got to worry about, well, my phone shut off, well, this and that. So,
Now, Jack, so is that iPhone? Because I have an Android and I have iPhone when I'm doing my lives, and the Android can take a lot of heat.
Yeah.
But the iPhone will just, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I do it all the time. I can look at this my iPhone, I know when it's about to go out. But I look over at the Android, it's still going. So I don't know. It's still going. It's definitely still going.
Yeah, but Jack, I was wondering why you had your box wrapped up in that towel. I saw it
Right.
I saw it. I said, well, why you got it wrapped up in the towel?
Yeah.
And I was wondering for the heat, because mine is the same thing. It'll get hot, and like, it ain't gonna do too much of nothing.
Oh yeah.
But I
Well,
saw that.
I don't have a fancy little yellow or green umbrella that I can use, so or an orange one.
Yeah, but yeah,
So-
I noticed that. I like, wow.
Yeah.
But you know what? I just noticed. I thought y'all cars be running when y'all be playing in the competition.
Some do. Yeah. There's more and more that aren't. We used to get made fun of by the baggers. They used to say, "Oh, well, ours don't have to run." Da da da.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, when Sarah switched over to the Power X batteries, I mean, it just, the baggers were like, what? It's not running? Like, they were shocked. And it was, but no, it really works out. Also, when we're testing at the shop, we don't have the sling running inside the building. So it's there, and it'll play for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, I noticed that last night. Big Will played for like 4 hours, and his car was completely off.
Holy crap, yeah.
And it stayed up at 13.8 the whole while.
I'm going to tell you what, I don't know if I'm jumping ahead, but Big Will was the last night outside. He had the outdoor party going.
I got to give him some love. Big Will.
Yeah, holy crap. You got
That is exactly what Big Will do. That's what he do. That's what he do. Now I want to give it back to you because I want to talk to you, man. I want to talk to you more.
Okay.
I've been waiting to get you so I can talk to you about this.
You got me now.
So let's get into this a little bit more because I definitely want to. They were lost. I'm sorry.
Well, we need some more
They were
cheers.
lost. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Big Moochie. And we have DJ D Nice. And we have Jack the Ambassador.
Good morning.
Just come a little closer. Come a little closer.
We got to squeeze in so everybody can see.
Yeah.
I gotta check that camera and make sure he all fit.
Yep.
On private water says.
Yeah. Jack, you might have to come over a little bit.
These nights, are you saying you got to check the camera for what?
Check the camera angle, make sure everybody clear. Yeah,
Oh, you have to slide over.
I think you can get on the other side of Moochie.
I thought you were finna say I'm gonna click myself out of this
Do
one.
you want somebody to come in between the chair? Put that chair behind?
back a little
Yeah, we can do that too.
Come, Jack.
Jack, come back here.
Bring the chair behind.
Can you see Jack?
You
Yeah, I got you. Well,
Can
you
you
good?
see
You good?
all the way across?
Yeah.
Come on back over here,
Okay.
Ambassador.
Oh man, quit that.
Come on, Ambassador.
Yeah, but we got like a 10-second delay. Yeah, 10-second delay. They ain't came in yet.
Who missing now?
I don't know. I don't know anybody.
I swear.
Are you connected? Yeah, we good. We good. I'm just watching the live. Got my commercials coming in.
That's what I was thinking too.
Also,
There we go. We got everybody. I can see everybody. We good. Yep, I can see everybody. We good. Yep. All right. So, OG, I've been wanting to catch you to talk about this, OG. There's not a lot of 6-seaters out there, OG. Now, you're a seasoned 4-seater. You've been a 4-seater for a long time, and I don't know if Jack, if he was one of the first ones to get him. Was he one of the?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the.
Like his name, OG.
OG, one of the first ones to have a 4-seater.
Yeah.
I just want to know, what is the difference between a 4-seater and a 6-seater?
Oh, it's a big difference.
Big difference.
It's the turning ratio and gas.
And gas.
Those are two things. Gas, I think we get about like 200, 300 miles to a tank.
Yeah.
I probably get about 150 miles to a tank, 200 miles.
Right, right.
And the speed, oh my God, you run about 120, 110. I'm gonna do about 85 or 90 now. Mm-hmm. But it's a good ride though, ride like a limo.
Yeah. I want to say congratulations, because every event you go to, you best in show. So you've been racking up in trophies. You've been going viral on social media. So what are some of the other things when you get a 6-seater that you have to take accountability? Is it a bigger trailer? You have a bigger trailer? Well, you already got big trailers.
I already have big trailers, but it's you got to have a big trailer. It's a 28 footer.
Yeah. So the regular size of a regular Slingshot is 12.5, Jack.
Yep.
What is it for a 4-seater?
So we make 2 different 4-seaters, but the standard 4-seater brings it up to right around 15. So OG, his 6-seater is not a regular 6-seater. It's a extra long 6-seater. So he can recline, he can do anything he wants in it. So
You know what? He's so long though. I can see that. I see that.
Yep. So he's about a foot and a half shorter than what our Lemon Bus 8-seater is.
Yeah.
But he's about a foot and a half longer than our standard 6-seater. So, like I said, it's not just a normal 6-seater.
Right.
He's the first one to have like that big
Yeah.
6-seater. So,
Well, Jack, you don't see a lot of 6-seaters out there. I mean, how many out there? There's a lot.
So when I first did the 6-seater, I honestly thought I was never going to build another one. I built the first one. I think we debuted it at an SS takeover a few years back. Tampa. Yeah.
Tampa.
Yeah, and I had literally me and 4 big guys like me, and then one skinny guy in it. That was the first ride it ever got on the streets, and we made it to the Tampa. We drove to Tampa, made it there, and it was a hit. Well, right after that is when the pandemic hit, and a lot of rental companies were coming out, and tour bus companies and things like that. So all of a sudden, we got a surge on 6-seaters. We built and sold a lot of them, but not like OG. OG has the extra long 6-seater. So
Nice, OG. Oh my God, man! Everybody see OG. You like the I must take a picture of this. I must videotape this, man. And can I ask you? I want to put you on the spot, OG, but Sun Kiss.
You know what? Our RCB came up with that name, him and Lucas, and when they first debuted, they told me don't debut it, and then him and Lucas, I guess they test drove, and then that night, and then everybody was calling me and saying, "You seen the 6-seater?" I was like, "What's 6-seater?" Then I look, it's my 6-seater.
It's your 6-seater.
They called it my 6-seater.
Wait a minute.
You know what though? That night, that video went over 958,000 views, and he drove for about like 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
And from that day on, man, we've been doing pretty good. RCB did a great job putting the bike together. Jack did a good job straight. These bikes go to so many different hands before it get back to the original owners. But like I said, everybody did a great job. And I said, hey, when I turn that corner, I want to see cameras. I want to see the heads turning, and that's what they did. They put a bike together, man, and it's doing what it's doing. And then we went over like 200 million views from Mother's Day up until last week. We was over 200 million views.
Right.
And we've been doing our thing, so.
All right.
I rode them downtown in the main city like.
Yeah, we went through the city of Greenville. It was pretty nice.
Right. Well, I already got our first comment. Our first comment says, Big Moochie. So let Big Moochie introduce himself. Our first comment says, Big Moochie. Big Moochie, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
What's going on? I'm Big Moochie, the Emperor of Line Dance Music, straight out of Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know what else.
I mean, they say, what's up, Big Moochie? Matthew, Chu.
Oh, Rouse, okay. What's going on, Chu?
Yeah.
Well, they up early in the morning, ain't they? Oh, yeah, I had a good time. Yeah, I just travel the country doing this. I like just to bring people together, just to, have a good time and dancing and, things like that, just all mingling and everything. And I try to make my easy line dances somewhere that everybody could do. So all the people who sit there and say, man, I don't know how to dance, you can learn my dances. So, so that's my whole goal right there, just to get people from all over just to come together and have a good time.
Nice. Well, I love it how you was actually, you was teaching the dance. And you made it to where you didn't teach them the whole dance at one time. You gave them step 1, step 2.
Yeah.
And then next you had already gave them a whole dance.
Well, you got to break it down with people, because line dance, a lot of people ain't, line dance people. So you get up there and you just talk your way all the way through it. By the time you get to the end, they don't forgot the beginning. So with me going step by step, and then after each step, I go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So by the time the dance is over, you know it by heart by now because you done did it, 3 or 4 times. So that's my whole thing. And I always tell people that try to do line dance music, a lot of people don't know your dances. So it don't make sense to go up there and perform your line dance, and it's, let's say, 50 people out there and only 5 people doing it. You don't know that other 48 and say, I want to dance too. So that's why I don't just get up there and just dance and just, if y'all know it, y'all know it. If y'all don't. I say there, I'm like, I'm going to teach it to y'all. So those who want to learn it, by the time I'm done, everybody going to know it. So that's the whole goal.
Right. Well, I want to ask Ms. Sheila New Look. So what did it mean to you to have Big Moochie at your event?
It meant a lot. I've been trying to get them here. This is what?
About 3-4 years.
Yes, and every time there's weather or something, because we've been line dancing, and everybody know Moochie, Big Moochie, baby. And I'm like, if I got line dancing here, we gotta have him. And we've been trying, and we finally got him.
Oh yeah, every time it was like some rain or something come on, and she's like, well, can we push it back to next year? I'm like, next year? Because I be going through, my schedule be booked so much. Yeah. And then, but I'm like, hey, she a line dancer, I trust her, we gonna go ahead and work this out. So whenever she called, I'm like, let me know, well, what about this date? And then that date get close, oh, we can't do it on that date. Then let's go, because I think it was July the first time.
Yep.
And then she pushed it to August and all that, so I'm like, hey, just let me know.
Yep, and I think last year he has a cruise. He booked the cruise ship out every year, and he was like, "I'm gone." I'm like, "Who can I get?" And
it sure was, right.
By the grace of God, we got 803 Fresh before he was famous, so we got him. Yeah. By the time he got to us, he was too.
So last year you had 803 Fresh. This year you had Big Moochie. What's next year?
Can't tell you.
What, you can't tell me.
I already got him in place, but I can't tell. If he ain't cruising, I want him to come back too.
Yeah.
Oh, but thank you, yeah.
What about Petey Pablo?
Petey Pablo sitting
I
on
mean,
the
he gonna raise his shirt up.
I like Petey
and
Petey.
he gonna raise my pocket up too.
He definitely. Put the microphone down there to Mr. Ambassador, man. He kind of quiet, man.
Get him right. Get him right.
Mr. Ambassador, what's going on, sir? Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
What's your take on the event, sir?
It was a great event. Everything was flowing as it always do with Miss Sheila. It was great. Great competition. It was a lot going on for everybody. So good vendors. Steppers was great. At the VIP section was awesome. She had the VIP with the China, fine China.
When creating the VIP, I just wanted it to be, and it's like we over here in a little country, people not really knowing about Greenville, and I'm like, well, I gotta serve them up, so when they come, if it's gotta be something that's gonna be that focal point that they gonna talk about when they leave. And hubby like, baby, you always extra. I'm like, okay, just ride with me, roll with me, let me do it. So he gave me the go to do what I wanted to do. So I just wanted to make sure that if you held that charm around your neck, that you really felt like you were VIP, from Buffalo Wild Wings to that event to Coco's at night. I wanted you to feel like VIP.
Right.
That VIP, the chain was really nice. I love that chain. It was off the chain. I'm gonna wear that on a regular.
Yeah, it was a heavy chain. It wasn't the plastic chain. I mean, it's real heavy. It's thick. It's like on a piece of glass. So it's a
Actually,
quarter-inch
it's a
glass.
trophy. It's a trophy, and I just asked him to cut it down to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass that microphone, Jack. Yeah, I'll take that one. All right, so Miss Sheila, I want to talk to you about when you pulled your sling up in the middle, and you said something on the microphone that Greenville is on the map, and you played your song. You stood up in the slingshot, and you had all the steppers around you. And right now, I think this video has just been up there since yesterday. I think it's over 3,000 views. So, I mean, who made the song for you?
Oh my God, I can't.
Because the song talks about you. It talks about Greenville. It's your song.
I met him. He hangs with Motorcycle Jack. I think Motorcycle Jack does. He has the one where his music went out when he was playing.
Night Rider.
Okay.
Knight Rider.
I ran into him in the parking lot at Hooters when I went down to D-Nice event, Myrtle Beach, and he walked up to me and he was like, I like your car. Can I make your song for you? I'm like, somebody told me they was gonna do one, they didn't do it. I was like, what'd you think? And he was like, give me a couple of points about your car. And I said, okay. And 5 minutes later, he came back. He made 2 clips and that was it. I just grabbed it. And then I called him about my steppers. I said, I need something for those ones that thought when they left, I said, I want to be nice, nasty. But
What is it? Wait, what is it? What is it?
Nice, nasty. With
Nice,
some gospel.
nasty.
Yeah, I just wanted to put something so when I go out of town in other states, if I do have a chance to play that song when I drive up, that I'll be representing where I'm from.
Yeah, well, I want to go on record, SUTV, saying that you've been on the map. Every time I see you at event, I know the slingshot. I know you. I know your husband. So, as far as I'm concerned, you're already a name to me. You're already big. So you having your own song and doing your thing, you're already certified for me. Okay,
Thank you.
Been certified. All right, so I want to do something different here. We're gonna get into the sound competition, but I want to pass these mics down here, and we have a real radio DJ D-Nice, and I want him to talk to Big Moochie as if Big Moochie was at your radio station. You know how y'all do it when all these people come to your radio station? But D-Nice, what would you say to Big Moochie when you're online? Like right now, you're online radio. Well, first of all, I'm not on the clock, but ladies and gentlemen, understand we got the guy here from Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Moochie. Now, Moochie, what inspired you to get into music?
Well, you know, in Cleveland, Ohio, we was born into it.
Okay.
So, you know, like especially with line dancing, you know, we've been doing line dances forever. And, you know, it's just something I was always a dancer. So, you know, after I came back from the military, because I was in the Marine Corps, so once I came home, I'm at the clubs back in Cleveland, and things wasn't the same, you know, dancing and changed and all that. So at the time, house music was getting real big in Cleveland, like the Percolator and all that. It's time for the And I'm like, man, I can make a record like that. Because I wasn't no rapper, you know, I'm just sitting there listening, and it's like, you know, it's time for the Percolator. It's time for the Percolator. And I'm like, man, he's just saying the same thing over and over again. So I went and made a song called Booty Bounce. Like, let me see that booty bounce, and it just took off. And then at the club, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, well, shoot, me and my boy, we're gonna put a dance to it. And we made a line dance to it, and then that really took off. And then after that, people started coming to me like, man, make another one. So my second song was called the Cleveland Shuffle. Now, mind you, this is 96, 97. Whole country wasn't even line dancing yet. It was just like us in Cleveland, well, Ohio, Detroit, Chicago, and parts of Philly. You know what I'm saying? So, and now, look at it. You know, 30 years later, I'm still doing it.
Worldwide.
And now everybody line dancing.
Worldwide. It's definitely heavy in the Carolinas with the line dances and seeing everybody come together on one accord and on one beat, doing it in sync. Now, everywhere you go, I don't care, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, the biker shuffle. What made you decide to want to come up with the biker shuffle?
Well, what made me come up with it? I did the biker shuffle in 2009, 2009, and that's because I'm a biker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Harley rider, and I'm in a club called the Omens MC. And, you know, just going out to different biker events, you know, they was doing like the Booty Bounce line dance, my Cleveland Shuffle line dance, and they was doing a lot of my other, you know, ones before I made that one. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, it's about 100,000 bikers from the East Coast to the West Coast. And I'm like, where's all the biker entertainers at? I said, I know somebody in these groups could sing, rap, do something. Yeah. Because at the time, the only people people was looking at as an MC, because I'm an MC, but was the Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? And the Rough Riders had their thing, and I'm like, but the Rough Riders not an MC, they're a lifestyle club. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna hold it down for the MC side.
Okay.
And that's when I came up with the biker shuffle. That's why if you listen to like the first 3 versions, they like 6-7 minutes long, because I'm trying to pay homage to every MC club from the East Coast to all over the damn country. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to ask you that.
Man, that was a process.
I have all 3 versions, and I was like, how did he start with the 4-minute version and end up with an 8-minute version?
Well,
because you left out some people, or?
Yeah, see, the long version started first.
Okay.
The very first biker shuffle was like 6-something minutes long. And at the time, this is when we still had MySpace. Facebook wasn't even popping then.
Oh, MySpace coming back though.
Yeah, so I'm on MySpace, and it'd be like, say, just like the Slingshot community. So say, for instance, I go on your page, and then you sit there and say, hey, we at a Slingshot event in Houston. So then I go there and I'm just reading the back of shirts or reading the back of patches, and I'm just writing down names, such and such riders, so-and-so riders, da-da-da rider, you know what I'm saying? And so then after I wrote all the club names I could think of and the ones I knew in Ohio, then I got to put them all in rhyming words. So by the time I do that, I didn't know everybody by heart. You know, so I could just go in the booth and just call them out. But I made a mistake on the first record. Because on the first record, at the end of the song, if people know, when I say, if I forgot you, I get you on the next one. Why did I say that? Because I didn't know it was so many at the time. I knew it was a lot, but I didn't know it was so many. And next thing you know, I'm doing shows. Hey, you ain't say our name. Hey, can you put our name in the next? I'm like, here go the notebook, just write y'all names down. And then people like, man, you ain't named a lot of West Coast clubs. You know, you named all the ones over there on the East Coast. So then I started doing that. So after that, then the radio station called. Said they like the song, but it's too long. Can I make it shorter? So I said, well, I'm gonna make a short version. And so then people started paying me. Hey man, we're gonna give you this, man, put our name up in the front. Cause I said, all I got a spot is for like 20 clubs. You know. But then I did that. But still, all y'all DJs, they just stuck with one. Part one. They won't play part two, they would play part three. And so after that, you know, it started going bigger. So now the program directors from radio stations, they started reaching out to me. The first one was Milwaukee. For they I don't know if it was a Radio One or Clear Channel, but it was one of them. They was like, hey, can you do a Biker Shuffle version with just Milwaukee clubs for Milwaukee? So, you know, when the radio, I'm independent, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, the radio going, hell yeah, I do it. Because, you know, that's an artist's biggest dream to be on the radio, especially when you're independent. So I had to get a list of all the Milwaukee clubs. I put that out, the next thing you know, New York City called. Hey man, can you do a New York City version? That was a lot of clubs in New York, so.
Yeah.
But then New York came, then next thing you know, Birmingham, Alabama, San Diego, California, I think Little Rock, Arkansas, and I think there's one more where I did like a city version, but I got it and it just kept going. And after that, you know, when I'm performing it, you know, I gotta perform a whole 6 minutes calling out clubs, my mouth getting dry, getting cotton mouth. I said, man, I'm about to cut all these names off and just do a straight 3-minute version and we gonna keep it moving. So that's how it went.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
But also, just to add in, when people wanted to know why I made the first one so long after I was paying the homage, because it was like all my other line dancers, regular radio edit, you know, 3 minutes, at the time 4 minutes. But as soon as the song went off, everybody be like, play it again, because they want to get to do the dance. So I'm like, well, this one, I'm gonna wear them out. They're gonna pass out after this. It ain't work. They still kept doing it.
Absolutely.
All right,
Sheila. Sheila, I want to talk about your vendors. I definitely ate from one of your vendors. I had the jerk chicken plate. It came with the rice. It came with the cabbage, and it was delicious. But you had the ATO Slingshot store.
Yeah.
You had Big Sims. You had Tula fish and chips. You had I don't know the name of the Jamaican restaurant. I don't remember the name of it, but I don't remember their name, but I know it was Jamaican food.
Was it Jamaican everything or something?
Something like that. I can't remember.
And we had the breakfast truck.
The breakfast truck. Yep. I definitely did an interview, guys. If you look on Straight Up TV, you'll see an interview with all of your vendors. I stopped by, me and Monique, the ambassador. We stopped by and did like at least five or more minutes with each one of your vendors.
What's the name of the fish?
Tula. Yeah,
She
Tula.
came out of the truck and took a picture of me because she said you said the ambassador was coming. and she seen my shirt. And you the ambassador? I'm like, yeah, she said, I gotta take a picture of you. So she came all the way out the truck and took a picture with me.
Yeah.
She said, I saw Mr. Him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I just try to be good to my vendors because with hosting shows, you don't ever know how many people are going to show up, and the first thing they ask you, how many is going to show up. So all my vendors are free. So they get to pull up for free, and I just ask them at the end of the event, if everything turns out well, just give us a donation.
Nice. Great. All right. Also, guys, if you look on Straight Up TV, I did some interviews with some of the clubs that were here. I did an interview with 26 Fayetteville Slingshot Riders. I did an interview with the Slingshot Riders of North Carolina. I did an interview with the Bull City Slingshot Riders. So check those interviews out, man. Bull City gave me a lot of information that I didn't know. They said they were the largest MC in North Carolina. So that was information I didn't know, but shout out to Bull City. Let's get into this LED contest, man. This LED contest Friday. We want to shout out Pearl Girl. Pearl Girl is probably back home in North Carolina. But congratulations, Pearl Girl. You'll be on the scorecard for your LED win. What do you think about the LED contest? Shout out to Animal and Cynthia for running the LED contest. They did a phenomenal job.
I won the best display. in the LED, but I'm not on the scorecard.
Jack, how you gonna try to get in there, Jack? There's only one.
He said, if you want to know.
If you want to know, but I was given
I got a
program.
nice trophy from Sheila.
What trophy did he get, Miss Sheila?
Best LED display.
And let the ambassador get in there. Now. He
Go
got to
ahead.
be in there. Hey, go
No, I got the trophy.
Let it be known. Let it be known.
Yeah, let it be known.
I think that needs to be a new category, display, LED. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had that.
Yeah.
He gets 2 trophies.
Yeah.
He get one for the best LED, which Pearl Girl, my cousin, is the champ.
Yeah.
And then he also gets a trophy for the best display, which means you might, like I won, but I went in the competition because,
Yeah.
they told me to pull up.
Yeah. Now, I want to shout out the other people, but I don't know. I can't remember their names. There was 2 young ladies. I don't know their names. I can't remember names, but they knew who they are. Thank you for getting in the contest. You guys did wonderful.
They're from Virginia.
Yeah. But I want to go down to DJ D Nice, man. If you could pass that microphone down. DJ, can you talk about the LED contest, man? Because you were in it, and I think DJ D Nice was just doing something. You know, he was staying active.
I like to add pressure to make them perform those LEDs, because making those LED lights do what they do. It takes time and practice. You're not just gonna jump out there and just it's not like you gonna hit play and go. You got to actually know what you're doing to get into the app and make it do the different displays that it does. So I just jumped in the contest for fun and kind of had Pearl Girl sweating a little bit. But yeah, she pulled up on me. She had to pull out of the line. Like, nah, D-Night, you can't get this one.
She already told me, she said, I want that trophy. I haven't seen one like. She was like, they better stop playing.
So I just added a little pressure, man, to make it a little fun and build up the intensity and competition. Because that's what it's all about, competing to a high level and having fun while you do it. And I pretty much was just having fun.
Yeah. When the contest started, we had like a semi-medium crowd, but as the contest went, you could pan around and see that it got a lot of attention. Even the workers inside of Buffalo Wild Wings came outside, the managers and some other employees, to see what was going on, because it was entertaining. But Jack, your cousin Pearl Girl, the winner, she pulled her slingshot in front of everybody. Was that like that's how y'all do it in your family?
We had to pull up and put the pressure on people.
Yeah, because DJ, she pulled her slingshot up she wanted y'all to see it a little closer.
I was all the way on the end. Everybody was already in line, and I pulled up last, and the energy shifted. Oh no, you can't get in. I said, oh yes, I can. But it was all in fun though, I'm glad that she won, and everybody that competed actually had fun doing it as well.
Right.
I was also helping somebody else up, and I ain't no snitch.
Yeah. I definitely want the LED contest to get a little bit more, to be popular. It's definitely one of the categories that I give the LED Champion of the Year. So I definitely want the contest to be strong. I want it to be strong. I want it to be. The thing is though, the LED contest on the scorecard every year, they get the least amount of wins. You know, we got 23 events. Why can't I get one of the LED contest winners to have like 12 wins? You know, it's always a low number of 4 or something like that. Doesn't matter how many contests we have. It's always just a low number. But what that means is a lot of different competitors will have just one. And then you have one competitor that'll get up to 3 or 4. So I would love to see one competitor get up to 6 or 7 different first place
Getting TV
wins.
shows ain't easy.
Yeah, it is. It is. Is the LED game expensive?
It's just as expensive as the audio game.
Jack, is it expensive? Is it expensive, Jack?
Yes.
Would you rather be in the sound game or the LED game?
Best day LED.
Let's see. I'd rather just be on the sideline like I do, but
You got a lot of lights, Jack.
yeah. And it costs, and you know, a lot of people don't have guarantees, so you know they go out, you got to go spend more money, and so the light show is part of it because you cannot ride. If you ride behind somebody that don't have lights, you be like, it's just like the ride behind somebody with loud music. You're like, he needs some lights, or they need some more music, or they need to turn the music down. So it's one of them things that
Yeah. So I would say that LED Slingshot owners, they don't get the LEDs for the contest. They get it for the when they ride at night,
Yeah.
and for the they want their Slingshot to look that certain way.
Well, you can't get a slingshot without spicing it up. So you got to get lights, wheels, and music. Them
Yeah.
three things you got to do. So it's how deep you want to go into it. The more lights, you know, the more you're gonna pull up, and they're gonna say, "Wow," you know, music. They're gonna say, "Is that loud ass music?" you know, so you gotta have the lights. You know.
Yeah.
But then again, I think everybody put the lights on for safety. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's part
Yeah.
of safety, so you can be seen.
We don't have that much clarity on those slingshots. The lights, you got to have more lights
Yeah.
for safety.
Especially the
my
rear.
opinion on the lights.
If you ride behind somebody that don't have lights, you be like, "Damn, it's too dark." Especially at night.
Yeah.
You're like, they got to get some more lights.
Well, that brings me
they
to
can light
my
up the rear.
that brings me to another talking point, and I did an interview with Tim. He's from Limelights, and it didn't come from Tim's mouth. It came from some of the people who have his lights on his Slingshot, and they have to put switches on the lights because the lights are so bright. When you're driving at night, you got to turn some of these lights off because you can't see where you're going.
Yes.
So shout out to Limelights. Shout out to Limelights, man.
But if I'm
definitely-
riding by myself, I have two switches where I can just have my wheel lights on,
Yeah.
and don't have to have all the bright lights on.
Right.
So that's why I like if I'm not with a group, I just run my wheel lights. Don't too much tension and too bright.
Right,
Yeah.
right. All right, guys. Well, we gonna go ahead and get into this sound competition, man, because this scorecard, we got some new names. Well, I can't even say that. We got let me pass this to this guy right here, UAS, and I'm gonna also pass the microphone down to DJ D Nice. DJ D Nice, can you talk about the judges a little bit? Talk about maybe. Leading up to the sound competition, you've done this so many times. King of the Hill, Classic, whatever it was. Just the atmosphere of going into the sound competition.
So the judges, I didn't handpick the judges. Sheila said, "Nah, D, I'm gonna surprise you," and these judges ain't gonna have no skin in the game or whatnot. What she didn't know is I work with those guys when I'm at SOS. My brother Ricky Will, those guys compete at a high level, and those guys also judge baggers. So the competition kind of shifts a little bit when you got some guys that are looking for particular things.
100%.
Because they're not just looking if the bike is loud. There's different levels of clarity, and they're looking for to make sure you check off all those boxes. And that's some of the things that we kind of train up the guys to look for. High fidelity in these audio bikes. You know what I'm saying? Every bike, there's a lot of bikes that are loud, but they're not all good. And those guys have a trained ear to know and listen to for what that is. And we do a lot of shows throughout the year, so there's a lot of bikes that come and go that you wouldn't normally get to hear, but they got the ears to pick those bikes apart. You know what I'm saying? And then the audio competition is getting so close, you have to find something distinctive that one bike has higher than the other one. So the audio game has definitely came a long way.
Yeah, I will tell you, we were a little shocked when, because you know how Sarah prepares for everything. So she assumed judging, and she's like, okay, what at this show are they going to be listening for, and you know, things like that. We had no idea, and she didn't know when she was playing. These were bagger guys and bagger judges.
Yeah,
One of them we recognized. We had no idea.
Car audio guys are way different from motorcycle audio guys. You know what I'm saying? So and there's definitely a distinct difference because a lot of times the car audio guys, they listen for like bass, they're strictly bass, or they're SPL. it's just loud and it just goes. There's never no specific tune to it or whatnot. But these guys are definitely are particular on what they're listening for when it comes to these audio.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the highest quality judges, period. Like when you're judging SOS events, you're definitely at the top notch. And so again, like she had playlists and how volumes and things based on, what she thought was going to happen. And all of a sudden she's in there and she's noticing a judge crouching down by her speaker. And she's like, okay. So she turned it down a little bit. Mm-hmm. So she's like, man, these guys know what they're listening for. Because she knows when she's playing hot. Like she's playing a bike that's really loud, she'll play loud too to just be like, oh, I can do that too and stay clear.
Correct.
Like I'm not distorting. But if she, when she goes to bagger events, she plays different things and so her whole playlist, she was, it was thrown off. So she got lucky. Luckily, she mixes it up, and it worked. But I tell you what, watching these judges and watching them like the way they were doing it, I was like, holy crap! And then I found out literally towards the end that they were bagger judges.
Yeah.
I went, holy crap! We would everything would have changed. So, but I tell you what, hats off to your judging at that show. Top notch. I'm probably one of the best judging.
That was one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted
Oh yeah, take
to
it.
grab some. When I talked to him, I wanted to grab some that really didn't have any skin in the game, didn't really know the slingshot world like that. So I'm going to a lot of shows. A lot of people like, oh, this person like that person. They're gonna judge this way. They're gonna judge that way. So I'm like, let me just grab some of my locals and see if I could get them to do it that deal with sound and can be fair across the board.
No, and I will tell you.
Oh, just the winners. Was it welterweight?
Just featherweight.
Okay, featherweight, little line, limit, little limit.
There you go.
Pass my
We shuffling mics on the live.
Is this part of one of your line dances? You need the mic shuffle
The
down.
mic to the left.
Slide to the right. Also,
So, congrats, hats off to Low Limit for taking the win in featherweight. Was there anything particular that was different for the show?
She made me turn stuff up compared to the normal tune, the way she played. So, she was noticing a trend on some of, like I said, some of the things. She studies the game. Like I don't think anyone studies quite like she does. And she's like, okay, they like this sound, now give me more of that sound. So for this show in particular, we did some tweaks. But then, like I said, when she noticed the judges, because like you said, front people know each other, this, that, oh, I don't want them winning. I don't want, it's harder and harder. We just want a fair shot. That's it. We don't care who's judging, what it is, just pick whatever you think is the better bike at that moment. And having judges that have literally no skin in the slingshot game, I think that's commendable and it's fantastic. But like I said, so Sarah, she did that, but then all of a sudden when she noticed the judge doing that, she went, oh, and brought it down.
I heard that when she did that.
Yeah, and after that it was, done. Like, how she is.
Absolutely. Shout out to Roger Seals in the chat. Don Halls is in the chat. Big Will is in the chat. What else we got in the chat? Shanika Roberts. Paradise, you missed the show this weekend. You should have came through, girl. Now, we're about to jump into lightweight.
Okay, Moochie, what did you think about the contest, the music?
I liked
Sound
it.
competition.
That was my first time really at a slingshot event. Seeing it. So I really liked it. But I like when they play a one song and with Sarah, like she had the same record, then she'll play it. And hers sound much louder. And I say, oh, she cold-blooded for that. You know what I'm saying? I say she cold-blooded, but I like how that, like, oh, you gonna play this? Okay, I'm gonna play the same record then. Because that's what I always think with the sound competitions, that's how I thought it was. Like you had to play the same record to see whose bass was deeper, the highs and all that, but I had a good time.
And also, this was his first time riding in a slingshot when I picked him up.
Oh yeah. Sarah took me to the after party in her slingshot. I feel like I was like in a go-kart, just sitting that low at the ground. I was like, woo. I said, hey, I got to give it to you, thank you. My first time ever sitting in a slingshot. My bike club probably gonna kill me. Like, what you doing right? That's like riding on the back of somebody's motorcycle.
Lightweight was Little Lemon.
I played in lightweight. Slide to the right.
Okay.
So I don't compete a whole lot, but I had to bring in my inner Lucas for lightweight because that's who are on our team. That he couldn't make it to the show, so I tried my best to bring out the inner Lucas. I even wore the hat and everything, the Oriental hat. So
In the chat, they were calling you Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu, yeah, I saw a bunch of photos. I still in group chats too, so I was like, oh boy, here we go. But no, I had a lot of fun, and same thing. When you have an opportunity, if you feel as though you have the stronger bike, and sometimes even if you don't, but if somebody plays something and you play it back, it can show. Now it's backfired a few times. I've heard some people that aren't stronger play it back. And even though mentally you're like, ooh, they played it back, and you're like, maybe not so much. With good judging, they'll pick that up, So,
Correct.
But luckily, like I said, we played it back a few times, and I just had a blast. Like I played a full minute of "I'm a Thug." That's been my song since 2016. I've been playing that song in the competition.
And you was performing it like you was in a music video, singing it word for word. I was like, well, give Jack a mic.
Yeah, I was feeling good.
Jack, I noticed lately for the last year or so, I've been seeing you. When do you play, or when do Sarah play? I've been noticing that you start playing more now. So when did that start?
So basically, when Sarah used to play all the levels, and you would see Sarah all the way from featherweight to heavyweight. Mm-hmm. It originally started with lemon drop. She would enter one bike on all the levels and do really well. I know people were tired of seeing her over and over, and as I was, too. So it's like now she literally only plays like featherweight and welterweight. That's it.
And I'm sorry. I noticed yesterday, like D-Nice just said, you done just went to another whole level. You done started doing the break dancing. You done started popping, which in Lucas, what kind of hat is that? What kind of hat was that you had on yesterday?
I don't know, Kung Fu Panda hat. So it's funny.
That is right.
So Celeste, we went to Pittsburgh, and Celeste played Lucas's bike there, and Celeste wore the hat.
Okay.
And she did well. So now if we ever play lightweight, which is very rare, we wear our inner Lucas hat, like in our Kung Fu Panda hat. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I try not to compete a whole lot, but once in a while I want to show off what it can do, because obviously I know these bikes pretty well, and if I build one, so and the customer hasn't had a chance to play with it too much, I'll play it once in a while, but for the most part, honestly, like we try to have the customer play it.
Okay,
So-
well, that's what I wanted to say. That because I see y'all, y'all doing a lot of winning, and it's nice. And then it's nice to see you get up there once in a while.
Yeah, just once in a
Just not
while.
to build, but just to interact with the program.
How many ties was there yesterday?
Yesterday we had one tie.
Yeah.
One tie, and the tie happened in Clarity yesterday. So
Do
that was a real nice thing that because I really don't like a lot
What-
of ties, but we only had one tie the entire day yesterday, and the tie was with Sarah and Too Much.
do you think they were based on the judges?
I think it was based on their performance because they both
Oh,
performed
okay.
really well.
Too much, man.
Too Much. Listen, I think matter of fact, this is Too Much's first North Carolina first win in Clarity, and she's on the SUTV scorecard for the first time. it was definitely something good to see and refreshing to see new competitors actually getting their name put on the scorecard for this season. In that category. So
You know, he was in there with us last night.
Welterweight, lemon crush. Okay. Welterweight, lemon crush.
Somebody get him the mic.
Lemon Crush, ladies and gentlemen.
what did Lemon Crush do different to prepare for welterweight? Because competition was pretty stiff yesterday.
She, if you notice, she went out of her element. Normally she plays something really pretty, beautiful, shows how clear that bike really is. And then she'll just knock your head off with that bass. She literally went in and did like parking lot pimp type songs and just still obviously showed how clear and loud she could be. But like I said, she just did a different path and it worked out for her, you know. So I mean, she's, you know, Crush is up there in the leaderboard, you know, and you know, like I said, she loves the louder bikes. So this year, and I'll say it officially, you know, if she ends up getting featherweight, she's retiring from featherweight completely.
Wow.
And possibly, more than likely, retiring from welterweight also. So.
Wow. Say that again?
You want me to say it again?
Yeah, because you heard it here on SUTV first.
And this isn't like last time where she retired and unretired when they changed the rules. Just to prove a point, because there's no more rules they can possibly change to get her out of there. But her statement is, look, with Lemon Drop, I get it. You know, like it was an amazing bike, and they kept changing the rules, and now it's, if she can win with no mini stretch, stock tubs, featherweight this year, she is 100% retiring from featherweight, period.
Wow. So this year the competition is definitely getting stiff in the featherweight category. I'm looking at the chat. A lot of people thought, Sheila, what I will commend you on is a lot of people thought they was just gonna come down here and just get an easy win. But when I'm in the building, we make sure the competition is stiff. So I have to, even if I have to make some phone calls to get some competition in the building, this was gonna happen. So I would definitely want to commend you on this great event as well.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone that came down. It was like, it was amazing. I'm like, I haven't seen this many bikes. I'm like, where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? And I didn't realize how many bikes was on the lot until I went to get my car from ATL. And then I looked at a video last night, and it was like on and on and on. And one of the guys was like, it looked like Maggie Valley. And I'm like, I wanted to cry.
Wow.
And I was like, my first show, he turned me out. I went to Maggie Valley, and we did a parade. And I'm like, I've never seen this many slings. I said, I'm in sling heaven. And when I actually looked at that video at about 2 o'clock this morning, I was like, and I had to turn it off because it was just going, somebody video, and it was just going and going. And I'm like, I didn't realize, because I was always up there to the front, but.
Absolutely.
So I drove, we're dealing with some personal stuff back home, and we had to make the decision that day whether we were coming. So I literally drove straight all the way on Friday. Didn't make it till late at night, but so I slept in the morning. When I woke up around 10 a.m., I opened the door to the RV, looked outside. Holy crap. I couldn't believe how many slingshots were there. I love it. I love the community. I do this for the community, you know. I mean, I love seeing positivity, and I love seeing like fun, like the line dancing and stuff like that, and the groups.
We had, I think, I didn't finish counting, we had over 50, I think, in the morning ride.
Yeah, it was.
And the sheriff department, they was excited. They was like, we're gonna do it this year. I'm like, yeah. So they've been calling me all week. How many cars do we need? We need 4 sheriff cars. We need 5. I'm like, I don't even know. I said, we hung out the night before. I don't know how many gonna show up. But when they got there, they was like, wow. And they were putting on their show. They took off line and in and out, but the sheriff, but they control the road, and they always donate their service. They normally charge, but they was like, if you're doing it for the community and you bringing people here to our town, we'll just donate. We're gonna have 2 sheriff come and set up and give out food and secure the place, and we'll offer our other officers to do the morning rides.
And it's so good to see these shows, these independent shows, how big they're getting and the following. And it's not just about the sound competition. To go to a show, I didn't get to go to VIP. I didn't even know it existed. I'm very upset. I wanted that food. No, I'm just kidding. But to the different things you had going on, and you know, again, each show I think learns from another show. They see what works, what does well, and just to have something where you can go and have so many things to do and not just listen to the sound competition. Because let's face it, you know, like that's just one component of the Slingshot community. And hats off to you, hats off to all the shows that literally give everybody something to do. And it's mostly these independent shows that are just getting bigger and bigger, because it's not about that you know, just one little thing and that dollar, you know, it's just, it's there to bring everybody together that normally wouldn't go together and hang out, and the after party, like I said, at that place. I mean, the people there, Big Will out there playing for 3-4 hours straight with his little, off the phone with a little DJ, man. I mean, no offense, but D Nice, he was doing really good. Like, I may.
He was being coached.
Now,
He was the coach.
but I will tell you, like, just seeing that and everybody dancing and having fun and enjoying, and then the groups when they sit together under these tents and everything, and just socializing, hanging out, all getting along, no drama, no, you know, issues, no hatred. I mean, there might be hatred, but at least they're holding it in. Fantastic. Hats off. Hats off.
Miss Sheila, what I think calls a good show, I'm gonna tell you what I think that was really nice and what I liked about your whole show. You have top-notch people. D Nice, the DJ, everybody love him. Big Mooch, everybody love him. Jack, everybody love him. Ambassador, everybody love him. OG Wayne tried to do his thing. And All-Star, I wasn't gonna forget you. You the man of the hour. So, like I said, this guy right here, and like I said, I like about a week ago, I was somewhere. What was that, D Nice? When I was talking about everybody don't get enough credit, and then I was saying All-Star don't get enough credit, but I don't hardly ever see a show that much because I be so busy, I'm booked up. But D Nice, I'm gonna give you credit too, man. I love all your shows you've been doing. You've been having a nice crowd, nice turnout. You have good people at your shows. And it's been, man, you know, every time I turn around, D Nice DJ, and I say, well, I'm gonna go with D Nice at. So you got my following. Whenever you have a show, I'm there. And you know, when you do your MC, when you do your thing, I love it, man. You know, you ain't no favoritism, ain't no skin in the game. You see a spade or spade. And like yesterday, you was calling a spade or spade when they was having these heavy hitters out there. You say, oh, you done got your nose busted. You got to come strong now. So I like stuff like that. Make people play, but it ain't giving nobody no edge on nobody. It's just like, he see how it is. It ain't no favoritism. Yeah. So I like that, man. And I appreciate that. And Miss Sheila, like I said, you had heavy hitters out here this weekend. And I loved it. Them 8 hours were worth it. Okay. And you know, next year, like I said, I'll be here. And
they're calling us the incredible duo. They say y'all show, and then somebody was like, no, that's not D show, that's your. I said, no, this our show. I said, this is a community show. Because I wouldn't have been able to pull it off without him and the rest of you guys. So it wasn't my show, it was our show. And I hope you can come back, because they want a taste of you again next year.
Well, I got a couple points. I love the Buffalo Wild Wing, the party, the meet and greet, and then when you surprised us and took us down through town on that night ride, and all the college students, I mean, I didn't see nobody over 20, it looked like, but the streets, Thousands. The streets were just packed because East Carolina was coming back. They came back to school, and so that always been one of the big party cities and colleges. And I mean, they was jamming. We went down through there, and it was like, wow. I'm like, I didn't get this last year, and because I didn't see the city last year, and but also, I kept trying to realize what did the fairground remind me of, and it was when you said Maggie Valley, it seems like that spot. Yeah. But my biggest point is, what do y'all think about AI music in the contest? I know I have 2 songs they made for me, and Sheila got her song. But even with my little Slingshot, when I put an AI song on it, I think I can win. You know what I mean? So what do you think about AI music being played by someone in the competition versus, I don't think Sarah played any. I don't think all the songs she's played, but I heard some other people play it. So what do you think about that? Who want to take that?
What I think about the AI music, it's like, for some reason, AI is a new thing now. For some reason, I got great sound in my car, but when I play like now, when we just play regular music, you don't hear all the bells and whistles like in the AI. AI filters out any kind of blemish. And then that's why your bike gonna sound 100% to, I don't know, D-Nice, how you pronounce it? Like when the old music back in the day, they didn't have all these instruments like they use now with all these computers. So my bike play good with AI. When I don't play AI, I just sound terrible.
It has a lot to do with the tuning of the bike that enhances those features in the AI songs. The computer generated songs are more. They have a limit. If you ever notice, like some of those AI songs, you can't like take it full tilt because it has a cap ceiling that the computer knows not to take it past. So when you play in an older song, so play an AI song and then you play like an older song, like a Houdini Friends, and you take the volume way past 10, and it plays it. It doesn't miss a note. With those AI songs, when you take it all the way past 10, it has a shelf in the AI that flattens it, because in a perfect world, in your vehicle, your factory radio is not going to play that song to the levels that we play it in these Slingshots when we have an amplified sound system.
And back in the day now, I'm gonna tell you how everybody used to get their sound. How they would call it tuning their bike. They say they used to play the Jurassic Park song. Have you ever heard of Jurassic Park? The music.
Correct.
You hear every tweeter, every bass, every mids and everything. So what I did was, I think RCB, they did my bike. Now, back in the day, everybody was playing that same song, that musical, ooh, and then that bass drop. What was that song everybody played? Swoop, yeah. And then for now, how did that come about when everybody was playing that song? And then about 2 or 3 months later, when everybody was playing that song, everybody was blowing their subs and everything. So what was the bike need to be tuned, or what was
it's all in the
everybody's speakers.
Yeah, it was definitely all in the tuning. If you tune your bike to swoop or whatnot, and then you come back to play an AI song, you're gonna hear the difference, because the production that they use to create swoop is not computer generated. Somebody actually went in there and mastered it, and then it's all in mastering too. When we go to the studio, Moochie can attest to this. Somebody is sitting in the studio mastering that song for hours on end. Like might cut a song. It might take him an hour to cut the song, but somebody's in the studio mastering that song for like hours. Like,
right. Going through each sound, turning it up or turning it down, trying to level it out and all that. Because I like with my music, I'm more of a bass line driven. So I like my bass to be heavy, and then like you say, with the claps, you got to fine tune. So they'll sit there with them, like you say, all day. I'm like, man, come on, just throw it through a mastering machine or something. They're like, no, we got to do it right, and adjusting the levels and all that. So yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying compared to the AI music. And it's like with the AI music, you can tell it's AI now. Before you couldn't, but now you can tell because all the voices the same. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It sound on there.
So yeah, the levels are different. So when in an audio competition, I would like to say like, it's cool to play. It's not. I don't knock it at all. But I think that's just the one aspect of the dynamics of somebody's bike that if you're really trying to win, I wouldn't play the whole minute and a half with just AI music. I would kind of split it up to show the range and the versatility of a slingshot or a motorcycle in a sound competition.
Yeah, I think you can definitely tell the difference when a slingshot or a motorcycle or car is tuned with mostly AI songs, because then when they play something else, it has lackluster. It's flat. Yeah. So AI music, I have no issue with AI music. I think it's totally fine to play in the competition. Personally, I don't like diss songs. So I think, again, there's already enough negativity and hatred in the community. I mean, there's so much positive that outweighs it, but why I don't like the diss songs, especially when they get really deep in there, personal. It just creates a bad vibe. So for AI songs, I have no problem with AI songs. None.
Correct.
I don't like the diss songs. I don't think it's right. Now, if you're doing it in a grudge or something, like after the fact and you know each other and you're going back and forth, no problem at all. But in a competition, it has no place.
And for me, I didn't even really announce it, but like the AI diss songs, I have a real disdain for that, because I got a lot of gangsters that come to my shows, and they don't really, you don't know them, and you playing a diss song, it's gonna go left. It's not if it's gonna go left, it's going to go left, because everybody doesn't take that kind of dissing, and you don't really know me, you just kind of like just putting stuff out there. It's not gonna go well. So for the shows that I host, I ask you guys, please don't make any of the diss records and the AI songs. Or I'm gonna automatically DQ you, because the show is about having fun, positivity, uplifting each other in the community, and that's who I am. So that's what I project. So anytime you see anybody's around with me, it's always this positive energy and good people around me to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really all about. Don't abuse it. That's my only take on the AI music.
So they make AI diss records?
Moochie. There are apps you can literally make your song say anything you want to say.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I never heard nobody make an AI diss record.
Yeah.
Oh, they got them.
They're there. And they put them in they playing in the competitions?
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Well, there is. So I think Jack, DJ, D Nice, everybody. I think there's a difference between if I'm playing against someone who I'm friends with, I can play the FU song because that's my friend. That's my friend. We battle all the time. We it's all fun. But when you come up with an AI song and you're actually not friends with that person, but you're coming at them in your song with "Take Your Ass Back to Florida" or whatever, then that's crossing the line. Yeah, that's crossing the line. Something like that.
Personal attacks. I don't like it.
Yeah, if it's a general like get out of my way or F you, like it's you can be like that. But when it's like you said, when it's like specific, like
specific.
Oh, you don't have this, but I have this, and you're like it gets too much, and there's no point in having it in the.
But I do like that the judges that are seasoned. That doesn't have no sway on them. No. They're still listening for all around sound, and the AI song is going to be cute, and the audience is going to say, "Oh, you heard what it said." But at the end of the day, the judges are still locked in with judging according to all around sound. All right, we got a message from Shanika. Miss Paradise. Paradise says, "What about the vulgar, nasty AI songs? Thoughts when kids are in the audience?" Yeah, that's another thing.
Read the room.
I don't know how the fupa, is it the fupa? I mean,
The fupa
I don't
song?
know how all these songs got. I don't have. Have you heard these songs, Sheila?
You need to send it.
Move the fupa to the
Okay.
side.
So there's a lot of songs.
No, everybody.
There's a lot of songs out there. Is the Slingshot event? Is it an adult competition? Is it an adult event or is it family friendly? Family friendly.
Yeah.
Well, there are some songs that kind of talk about. Yeah.
You know what? But I've been noticing that lately because like before they used to keep it like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you about the past 3 or 4 years back, we ain't never used to have that F and the P word and all that. Everybody came in and they play like regular old school music. Just like Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank coming in playing Christian music. So I heard all that FU recently. That's what's been happening. They coming in with but you know what? I noticed with the kids' music too. They have that in the kids' videos and music. And they come in and play it on the thing. But the kids already listen to that FU and all that. But they just start playing that
They
music.
sing it word by word already.
Yeah, they know it already, but they've been playing it recently in the Slingshot community. And I've been hearing that the P word, and
Yeah. So there are events like the Jeep sound competition. They ban profanity. Period.
that's good.
I think Ricky Will frowns on it too.
Yeah, he just said something about the last show was in Maryland. He said something about
Yeah. So now with that said, I've heard the FU song, and there are other songs where they'll say this word or that word, and so be it. I don't know. I mean, there are clean versions of everything, so I guess theoretically you could make a rule that says clean. If it's once in a while, I don't think it's a big deal. But when you have a song centered around the entire song about, it just gets too much. Now, with that said, like, it is what it is. That's
So
up to the
no
show.
two-line crew at the meeting?
No, we play that. That's
So no two-line crew?
No,
No Uncle Luke?
No, I that's allowed, but you know what I mean? That's been there. Like, we use it.
That's
I played
Yeah.
it. But these, you'd have to hear these songs to understand.
Oh, what they talking about?
Like, it's literally one thing after another. It's like, but again, that would have to be up to the
show
the shows and the community whether they want to allow that.
There are some shows that don't mind it, and there are shows that do mind it, and you just gotta be mindful of the shows that you attend where they're okay with those type of songs.
Like we was at a sound competition one event, and I think we was in Alabama. I think that Mr. Frank had just had his bike built, and the guy, and it was a young gentleman playing the song, and then after he lost the competition, then he crunk his bike up, and he kept saying the F word, playing the music back out because he lost. And then I'm just saying, I think when you lose as a team player, but when you lose if you lose and you put on a song going out the ring, F you, in my judgment, I ain't gonna let them play no more. I'm gonna just qualify him. He can't play no more at my events, cause that mean that was disrespectful. But he was a young kid, and I think that was his first time battling in the sound competition. But it's just like, and the profanity that they was using, I was like, okay. I said, this is an older crowd. We used to be like, our crowd was probably about 35, about 35, 55, 65, when we out hanging out the Slingshot community. But we've been getting a lot of young people in the community now, like 20 to about 26, and the music started changing. So that's what I'm saying about like Miss Sheila, when like at your concert, and we heard some songs with the B word and the H word. How do you feel about that when you hear those words as a lady?
Y'all done got me immune to it now. But when I went to the first show and I heard it, I was pulling my clothes together. I just felt I felt embarrassed a little.
But
you hear it, but to hear it so much, and then I was looking around, I'm like, what about that baby? And I said it when I got home, and my baby, well, she's 17, she was like, we hear that all the time, and I'm like, let me hear your playlist. I'm like, so this what y'all listening to?
Yeah.
So she already knew it, and she was like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, but you okay with?
Yeah.
She said, well, get used to it.
Yeah, and I just did.
But I'm used to it now. Y'all done broke me, and now I'll be looking for it.
and we just did a Sweet 16 party with the Slingshot. We was booked, And I said, let me get y'all playlist. And every song came out that playlist was F You, Pop That P. I'm like, y'all listen to this? She said, yeah, this is what we do. This is what we listen to. And I'm like, wow. And then when we got to the party, it was so many adults there, and they still play the music. And mom and dad didn't say not one word. They just said, let it play.
And that was me at prom. And I was praying some Carl Thomas and stuff going down the road. And I asked the little boy, oh, what do you want to hear? And he turned it on. And I'm like, they ain't used to that in Greenville. Man, we at every stoplight, and they was talking about every part and bees. And I'm looking around like, Lord, they gonna know who I am later. And then we get to the Hilton, and we pull up on the side, and it was about 30 people came. I dropped the car, and he was sucking and licking and doing everything in the song. I mean, they was jamming, the officers were jamming. I mean, it was loaded. I'm like, oh my God, I had to go home and take a bath. I felt so dirty.
But these nights when I come to your shows, you know, and I notice you don't never play all that, but I know DJs be playing all that popular thing that I don't hardly ever hear you playing them like that, because I say, well, I guess because it's the crowd that you follow you. So, and I think that's a good thing, and I love that about you too. And I ain't never been to one of your shows, and I've been to about 3 or 4. I think I've been to about 2 or 3 of them this year. Mm-hmm. You know, and I ain't heard none of that, and I like that, man. So that's why I say I'm gonna follow you, because I love you, boy. But hey, I just don't like that type of music.
We have a comment from Black Mamba. She says, how do you feel about the N-word in songs?
I don't like it.
You know what? I'm gonna say this right here, and I don't like it. But every song that you really play now, they're gonna have that N-word, or pop that P, or that F you, and they calling all the females the B word. So I don't know how you get around that.
Well, when you go to the N-word, you know, they're still saying it's not the same. They're saying it's the A and not the ER, you know, at the end. So it's in.
An N is an N. That's all
Yeah, well, that's what we say, but the younger people and the rappers, when they making their music, they think it's okay to, just like I call you bruh, they think it's so to call they bruh
the N-word.
N-word with an A. And so, and then the other people got complaints about Southern Soul music in the competition. So, you know, like not Moochie, but but you know, like they don't want to hear that in the competition. So I mean, it's just the same thing, AI and Southern Soul. You know, they got to get back to some of the songs. When I came in, you know, like 5 years ago, you know, I still got them on a playlist. You know, I'm at home, I'm gonna play swoop, whatever you call it, and those songs just to see if I'm able to sound good, you know, and I'm like, they played it, that's the song, you know. But things have changed in my 5 years, and you know, everybody played that one about the preacher wife, back that thing, you know. And it makes your Slingshot sound so much better, so it's one of the things where it's gonna be hard to say, you can't play that, you can't bring that, you know. It's just hard to do.
Well, D Nice, let me ask you a question. What you think? I don't know what the difference is between they say when you put the ER on the N word.
The N word is the N word.
Yeah, that's what I just said. So I don't even know what the difference is.
So at SOS, Rick has spoken out about it, and I kind of agree with him. For a while, he's been letting it get out of hand, and he's just like, listen, we just gonna be respectful. There's plenty of music. There's tons and tons of music that can enhance and make sure your bike performs at a high level and give you that what we're looking for without being disrespectful or nigga. You know, there's no room for it. Like, just be respectful and come out and perform at a high level and have a good time doing it.
Yeah, and I think it everybody event they should make when they like they say we coming in August 22nd. This the type of music we need to hear from these bikes. We don't need to hear this, and that. And then again, I think if y'all start doing it that way, you might not get that many competition because they're gonna say, "Well, I want to play what I want to play as my bike."
Yeah, I think if you're a true competitor, that ain't gonna stop you. Like right. That's That's just
They change rules, and you abide by the rules.
Yeah,
You go
exactly.
on. If you go to a sound competition and they literally say no profanity, just don't play profanity. If they say don't play a song, that talks about vulgarity, then it is what it is. But like I said, I think it's just become such a norm in songs to hear it.
It's some songs you're not gonna be able to get around.
Yeah.
and hear a flagrant, it's cool.
Yeah.
But if you just directly just like boom, 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 yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. I just want to say, guys, to the panel, I appreciate you guys speaking from the heart and giving us your true opinions, because this is organic, this is not scripted, and I love to see what the comments are saying. And that question came from one of the comments, Black Mamba. So thank you for speaking on that on the spot. All right. So let's keep going. Middleweight. Now, this is my first time seeing this bike in the middleweight. And we could go ahead and say the middleweight winner, Mr. Campbell, also won heavyweight. And I was blown away. D Nice.
Mr. Campbell is.
Now that's a Smitty build, right?
Let's be clear. This
That-
is not
it was
Mr.
built
Campbell's
by
first
Smitty.
time in the ring. This is not his first time in the ring.
Okay.
Mr. Campbell's been competing for a while. I think Mr. Campbell used to race cars or something like that.
Right.
But he's first time I seen Mr. Campbell in the ring was about 2020. It's about 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Mr. Campbell's been in that ring, and he's been punching at it. I think he was like a welterweight.
Yeah. Well, I did notice a lot of UAS products on the bike.
Readily available parts.
Yeah, I did see a lot of UAS. Actually seen the word UAS on it.
Well, that's a lot of bikes, but I mean, no. So obviously, Smitty, one of the greatest to ever play the slingshot, dominates the bagger world. Good, clean builder, knows how to tune. Obviously, he sent Mr. Campbell's down, and we added our UAS touch.
Yeah.
I did build that, in addition, but I will tell you, I didn't tune it. That's a 100% Smitty tune. Didn't even get in the tune. So
Yeah.
that's that bike. It's gonna get better. There's some changes even being made, so it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, you definitely have DJ D Nice. You definitely have different type of competitors. Mr. Campbell, I don't think he had a reaction. He won middleweight and heavyweight.
I
I don't
even
think he
keeled the whole way.
Yeah, I don't think he had a reaction.
He wins gracefully and he leaves gracefully.
Yeah, I mean,
He had a good reaction for middleweight. By heavyweight, he was like, "Oh, this is old."
yeah. I was like, dude, it's hard to get on the scorecard. You just got on the scorecard, middleweight and heavyweight, the two biggest divisions, the most speakers. Yeah. And I said, "What's up, man? Congratulations." He was just like, like yeah.
That's Mr. Campbell.
He just got on twice.
Yeah, he's always serious and cool.
Yeah. Now, I do love when a winner expresses their hard work and dedication, and they do this or they do the whatever they do. I love that too, because if you put in the work and the time to get in the winner's circle, you need to celebrate. But he didn't. He just was like, okay.
No stretch on Mr. Campbell.
No stretch.
No stretch.
That's the BSBLs, baby.
What's the name of the boxes?
BSBLs.
What's the name of the boxes?
BSBLs.
I'm coming for y'all.
Hold on. The BB Lemons. I'm kidding, sir. You know that? I hear it all the time. Then you call them that.
What's going on, Trey Henderson? I see you. Thank you for tuning in, sir. What's up, Chuck Evans? Yeah.
Now, I don't think UAS makes those boxes in a Lambo orange.
Now you talking. You talking now.
I don't know.
You know what?
I don't think Def Bounce fits in those boxes.
You know what?
You ever put a Def Bounce speaker inside one of those boxes?
You know what?
Oh, okay.
You know. Okay. All right, Miss Sheila. I want to say thank you so much again for letting me promote your event. It meant the world to me. Clarity. We want to celebrate too much for winning the Clarity contest. But before we get into that, Miss Sheila's got to get out of here. She's got to go to the airport. So thank you so much, Miss Sheila. You and your husband mean so much to me. You guys are in history. Scorecard 16, 2025 SUTV scorecard lineup. Thank you so much. 26. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I know you got to get out of here.
Yes, let me get him to the airport.
Okay. Big Moochie, have a safe flight, sir.
Thank you.
Big
And until
Mooch.
next time.
Yes, sir. Big Moochie, have a good flight, sir.
I told boss man, I said I'm gonna have to link up with him to get some speakers for my bags for my motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some custom stuff on there. Had a whole bag of speakers.
He's got it. He's definitely got it.
Y'all have a safe trip.
Yeah, hey, Cleveland, here you go, Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh.
Hey, y'all slide on down, let's get this conversation going.
Yeah. Slide on down.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
6 foot, 7 foot.
Hey, question, have they had a slingshot with switches? No, for real. Like hops, like.
Oh yeah, they got. There's one. Yeah, there's one.
Okay.
There's one.
Somebody got one like that?
Yeah.
Talking about go up on the ground?
Yep.
What you talking about, hydraulic?
Yeah, with the hydraulics. Yeah.
It's got to bounce. And they don't mess up the swing.
I ain't never seen it bounce.
action.
All right, guys, I wanted to say some other stuff to Sheila, but she had to go, but I understand she got to get Big Moochie to the airport. But let's talk about Clarity, man. Clarity contest, man, is one of those events, man, where you definitely have to have the right instrumental and the right acapella, and your bike has to sound really good.
Shout out to all the Clarity contest competitors: Lil Lemon, Lemon Crush, P-Mac, Lime Squeeze, Smiley, Black Sheep, Lil It, Mr. Campbell, and Cotton Candy. Those were our Clarity contest, and Too Much.
Wow, man. Wow. You know what? The Clarity contest is getting so popular, man. I think it's because they know that you don't have to have this wild bass. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You have to be tuned. You have to be tuned.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the whole year, it doesn't matter if it's a featherweight or a heavyweight, and anything in between, they have a chance to win Clarity. So, again, it's not about, bass or loudness. I mean, again, that's why I think it's becoming more popular, and it's also like a gateway, almost like the amateur competition where, you don't want to come face, a Lime Squeeze or a Lemon or a Beast right away, coming straight out. But so you do the amateur. Well, Clarity, you can face those people and beat them. You just need to be clear. You need to be crystal clear on your acapella, and then on your instrumentals, same thing. So,
Yeah, I mean, when you hear DJ D Nice announce that the Clarity contest, come sign up, there's no classes, there's no speaker count. You automatically know this is for everybody. So what, Jack, have you been in the Clarity contest?
Well, no.
No.
But Lucas always want me to get in it. And a couple times I paid my money, and then I'm like, no, I'm not going up against Lemon Drop. So I didn't go around. And then, but you need to do it. I really need to do it where I can be judged to see if I sound good by the judges, instead of like when I pull up someone and say, oh, that sounds good. So I think the next show I'll probably just go ahead and get in it to just see if it really sounds good, you know what I mean? Smitty did my bike too, so, and it's been over a year and I hadn't done anything to it, it just, So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just get in there one time just to see.
You know what? I ain't gonna look at this gentleman right here. I ain't gonna look at him right now. I'm gonna look the other way. But is it possible we can get a 6-seater in the clarity contest? Is it possible?
Yeah, we're gonna. Matter of fact, I was waiting on that one. You know, matter of fact, RCB just tuned my bike, so I'm gonna be ready for y'all next week. But you know what though, man? Like, I'm not that big on the sound competition. I'm all about looks. I'm an OG. We ain't know. I just like that look. So, but I think I'm gonna get in the next one. I think when is the next show, y'all?
The next
It's September.
Bayham is
Oh no, I won't be there next week because I was booked for Anderson.
Rocky Mount.
no, we got Bayham, then you got Big O in
Yeah.
September, and then Rocky Mountain is the third event that's next.
That's indoor.
It's an indoor event, so I'll be at.
Clarity in Rocky Mount.
We're working on the logistics.
Yeah.
So, but if the clarity happens, it's going to happen on Friday night in Rocky Mount. So that means people have to come to town early.
Definitely, all roads lead to Alabama. Trustville, Alabama, with Sapphire and Mr. K1. The Beham Mayhem 2. So that's our next opportunity to get on the scorecard.
I do think maybe for next year, and again, it was just I hear chatter, and so I think for next year. Maybe break clarity into two. You know how Armor does their 10 and under on amateur and 11 and over. So if you have 10 or less speakers, and an 11 and over, it's two different categories.
Yeah.
Maybe do clarity that way too. I mean, we say that it doesn't matter, which theoretically it doesn't. If you actually look at the results, I don't know who's leading clarity, but I don't know. I was at one point with Little Lemon. That's a featherweight.
Yeah.
And a non-stretch stock tub, bike. So
Right.
But I do feel as though if it's, it would be closer, and especially how big these classes are getting too. Like, clarity seems like the biggest.
Yeah.
I went to one clarity last year. I think there were 26 bikes in clarity.
Oh my God.
Like, it was lined up. Do you remember that show? I was like, holy crap.
That was Mike and Joe show too. It was a lot of cars, man.
Yeah.
It was a bunch
Yeah.
for a lot of newbies.
So maybe, figure out what that cutoff needs to be. So, let's say welterweight, 12 speakers. Say 11, maybe 11 and under and 12 and over. So the welterweights are competing with the middleweights and heavyweights. And then if you just happen to have 11 speakers, there's a lot of these bikes that compete, they're not built for sound competition necessarily. First thing you do when you buy a bike, you literally throw a couple 12-inch subs in there and some 8s and this and that. You're a freaking welterweight right off the bat, So that's why the amateur competition is so important. And clarity would work well too. So if you did like 11 and under and 12 and over.
Yeah.
And then you get more participants.
Yes.
Most people don't want to participate because they see all y'all big speakers.
Correct.
They say, I'm going to compete.
100%.
Like I saw D9 speaker the other day. I'd say, I won't compete with him because his speakers are way bigger than mine. It wouldn't make no sense for me to compete with him.
Yeah.
And like I say, that determines a lot of people for not participating because they say they just focus on the sound. So I think that'll work out pretty good. What you just said there, Jack, and everybody will still participate.
The fear factor.
Well,
of,
the
seeing
fear
the big
factor.
guys. There's probably a lot of bikes out there probably come around, but when they get to the show, they see, what they fear is they don't have a chance, so they're not going out there.
Right.
So, and I know amateur was really designed for that, but it hadn't played out that way. That the regular people, I call them regular bikes,
regular.
the regular bikes, they'll come around because when we come to the show, we know there's a show, 10, 12, 15 bikes that's going to be there and they're going to put on the show. So people sit back. So,
Amateur should be free.
Yeah.
I think it should be Friday night. It should be free. No entry. You don't win. You can maybe win one of those little, trophy things, but your prize would be you get free entry into the regular sound competition the next day if you want to in your class.
Something I did
Because we need to build amateur.
You won amateur that night. that Friday night, you get to compete the next day. Somebody did that a couple times. Some show did that.
I think Armor did that and a couple other shows. But what I'm saying is, don't even charge for amateur. Just let it be literally that, like a gateway, because you know how addicting it is, right? So, you know, a few years ago we were at a show, and you know, Sarah never went to a song competition or anything, and she's like, "Ooh, you know, I like that. I want to sound like this. I want this." And you know,
Jack did it.
and you know, can you build me that? I said, okay, you know, let me try. You know, I'm not relevant anymore.
No,
Let me
we
see
got
if
I'm
I
sorry.
can do that.
Sorry, Jack. We got a super chat from Ghost. Thank you for that super chat, Ghost, up in Tennessee. Ghost says, nothing but love for everyone on the panel. Our community love it. Thank you there. We got Cynthia Molden West. Clarity as well as amateur should have a distinction. Okay. All right. So listen, shout out to Too Much and Smoke for winning Clarity contest. They are definitely on the scorecard. Eric Crosby.
Yeah. Not Smoke.
Well, no,
He don't.
no.
He go by
Joyce.
Smoke or Eric.
Eric drove the bike into the ring.
Okay,
Wait.
Joyce won Clarity.
Too much one, yes.
Because if Eric plays it, it's not the same.
I mean, can you elaborate on that? So Joyce has more skills in the ring.
100%.
Oh wow, 100%.
She's more calmer too. Joe's more laid back, relaxed, and Smoke Eric, he's gonna be more tense. He's gonna be like, I'm going to get it. You know, she just cool with it. And
Is that your way of saying that Eric overplays the bike?
Plays the wrong thing. Song.
Oh my God.
So in middleweight, he dropped Pony. Oh my gosh, that bike! I thought he was going to win it all.
Yeah. I heard that.
He dropped Pony. It was amazing. And then he switches to the song that was horrible.
Yeah.
So he's his own biggest enemy. But Joyce, she doesn't make mistakes like that. She knows how to. She knows how to play.
He has 10 seconds left. All-Star, he has 10 seconds left on the clock, and he goes to the beginning of swag surfing.
Yeah, doesn't hit the drop. And with bagger judges, that literally penalize you for hitting the drop.
10 seconds, sir.
Right. Right.
You can
All
lead
right.
a horse to water.
Guys, I want to pivot here. And I want to get your true opinions on something. So everybody on this panel, everybody, and I do mean everybody, I've seen you guys at all the events I've been to. So gas, guys, hotels, food, you guys have been everywhere I've been. I've seen OG from Myrtle Beach to now to the KOB or whatever, and Jack is the ambassador from North Carolina representing. So I want you guys to speak on, you know, when the Slingshot event creators see you pulling in and they know that you're one of the ones that go to a lot of events, man, they need to appreciate that you're coming to their event because it's not that easy. You know, the farthest I traveled was, I think, Baton Rouge. It was 8 hours farthest I traveled. But can you guys speak to that? Just trying to get to every event, what it takes?
Money. Money. Hotel, gas, food. You just gotta have a little extra stash and enjoy your life, and you know, show after show, week after different cities. So it's gonna cost some. So you just gotta look at, I got it. I can afford it, or you have to pick the shows you can go to, but just go out and support. You can't go to everybody's show, you know, because some you got to go. Like West Coast, I haven't went there yet. First, I've been to Texas, the Sling Experience. So that was like 22 hours, you know. And I've been to Chicago. All those costs, but they're fun. It's something you want to do. If you want to do it, you go. Book your room, spend your money, enjoy life.
Well, like OG Wayne said earlier, you go to these shows and it's to be around all the people. It's something to do. What else are you going to do? I mean, you could do, you know, if you're a boater, you go boating. If you like ski in the winter, like it's, you know, I have stuff to do, but going to these shows is like my summer, and I want to I've known all of you guys for so many years. I would never have known you guys if it wasn't for Slingshot.
5 years in.
Right? Yeah. And so,
Jack, and Jack.
right?
Yeah. We got 3 Jacks.
We have 3 here. We're missing one.
We're missing one. We look for the Jacks every show.
But-
You know, we got 2 Jacks.
But, you know, so there is a cost, but also it becomes your entertainment. This is what you want to do.
But-
you know, also I think it's very important at these shows that when they first decide they want to put on a show, to be on the scorecard.
Right.
Because you are getting people coming to the show that maybe not, you know, maybe weren't planning or they were on the fence of whether they wanted to go. They'll travel and go to these shows too. So, but, you know, again, so there is an expense. It's a lot of time, a lot of energy. But you do notice, like I said, the RV thing that I mentioned earlier, it helps with the cost. Like we did it for the dogs, you know, like because our dogs have to go everywhere. But it's getting together and having something to do, and you don't need to go to all the shows. Like you know, like we missed a lot of shows in the beginning of the year this year, and right now we're on a little bit of a run because they happen to be somewhat close, you know. So, but I will tell you, it's worth it. It's worth going and just having that meeting people and going to towns. Like Sarah will tell you, like a lot of these shows we never would have went in South Carolina. When we went to South Carolina last week, we went to that
You went to Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
I would never in a million years have gone there. But because of the show, it was right there. The next day we went and we had the greatest time. We're discovering areas that we never would go to because of these shows.
And yeah, and like All-Star said, the reason I go to all the shows now, most of all my shows is book shows. They book me to come to shows now. So since Mother's Day, we've been booked. It's very expensive because this trip right here, it costs money, but like I said, I'm booked everywhere I go. And that's why I built the bike. I built the bike to make money and to entertain. And so that's what we did, and it's doing this thing right now. And I love it. And I just got booked this weekend to, I think it's Roanoke Rapids right here. Roanoke Rapids. I just got a book for like a wedding, and I just got booked for Anderson, South Carolina. They call it the Big Truck Takeover. So we being booked. We trying to make it pay for itself. So that's what I say. You just got to pick your shows, and if you're doing it out of pocket, you just got to pick your shows what's closer to you and what what's least expensive for you.
Yeah. Let me get comments, man, because I love to include the comments. Mama Duck is in the building. Big Will says, I am the poorest person with a slingshot, so traveling is expensive. That's what Big Will says.
Man, cut it out, Big Will. Scrap money.
Yeah.
Scrap money.
Ghost said, absolutely loving it. Wouldn't change it for the world. And Earthquake, what's up, Earthquake? I just met Earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just met
That's
Earthquake
your
too,
cousin?
man. What's up, man?
Earthquake, what's up, nephew? He was with Tri-City.
You with Tri-City?
Yeah, they would ride a Can-Am, but he sold his Can-Am and he has a Slingshot now. So he's up and coming and he's getting into the music. Also, he was like, just be into the music in New York, so he knows music. He made my first AI song for me. Just walked up one day, gave it to me, said, Ambassador's here.
Me and Earthquake were supposed to take a picture before we left.
Oh,
it's all
okay.
good. He
Yeah.
knows a lot of my industry friends, so
Yeah.
shout out to Earthquake.
Did you want to comment on the making it to every show?
It ain't easy.
Yeah.
It ain't easy,
Yeah.
but I put forth the effort, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know what I mean? Just the camaraderie, seeing everybody having a good time, talk a little trash to each other, and just kind of keep it moving. It's really what it's about. Community.
Yeah, I tell you what, Tina Robinson, Lamar Robinson, Gator Express Cigar Lounge. I didn't realize it until Lamar said it. Lamar said something to the fact that he ain't been home in 7 weekends, and then I realized, shit, I ain't been home in 5 weekends. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm on a 5-weekend.
I mean, I'm
run.
glad I ain't got no
hurt.
little animals, pet animals or nothing, because oh my God, I would have to put them. Yeah, I'd bring them, or have someone babysit.
Our little Frenchie's in daycare right now, so we got to get back home to go. Got to be home before 5 o'clock.
I got 4 cats, and all 4 of them outdoor cats. I got 4 cats, outdoor cats.
Oh, I got to shout out somebody.
Big Will said, I want to get booked. Oh, Big Will said, I want to get booked.
Oh, since we're speaking of traveling, did you see P-Mac when he won the longest distance travel?
Oh man!
And he said he couldn't win nothing in the music, in the sound, and he won the longest distance. Oh, he was so happy. He was doing his dance and everything. Shout out to P-Mac from Nashville.
Oh yeah, P-Mac definitely came out and had a good time, man. So
he had never been to North Carolina. He had never been to North Carolina. He didn't know where we were. He's talking about, where's this at and all that. And we're trying to explain to the different cities about Raleigh and everything. So he was trying to learn more. He said he's coming back.
shout out to all the groups that came from North Carolina, man. These are the first time I've actually got to see all of the members from 336.
336?
No, North Carolina Slingshot Riders, Bull City, Tri-City. Who else would I'm missing? But a lot of these groups, I don't know.
A13 or something. My boy, Rashad and from Raleigh with the Can-Ams was here.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of these groups you don't generally get to see when you go to certain shows. So it's always good to get out and fellowship, because when we go places, we never meet a stranger. We always, that's what it's about. I want to be able to go to every city and make a phone call if I need something, if I break down, or if I need a hand or whatnot. Right. In all these different locations.
Right, definitely right. These comments are going. I'm trying to get them when they come through. They talking to themselves. They said, somebody said hello. Mama Duck said hello, ambassador, or laugh out loud, ambassador, for what you said.
Oh, she's talking about P-Man.
Yeah.
That's a guy.
Yeah. Now listen, I know we've been making a joke of this next talking point. We've been making a joke of it, man. But I want to say, man, Sheila New Look came up to me and she said, you turning colors, and she said, take this water. So I want to shout out these events, man. I don't know what she said. I mean, listen,
Water?
OG, Sheila see me Friday.
Water.
And sometime Saturday, she came up to me, you changing colors on me. Take this water. So free water, guys, free water. I want to keep this going. Because Sheila said, take this water. The event creator, the event owner said, All-Star, I don't like the way you look, and take this water. So free water is very serious, man. I know we're making a joke of it, but it's very serious because it was hot, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was hot, man. It was hot. It was definitely hot, man.
I know it had to be about 95 degrees.
It was hot.
Friday night, it was so hot. It was like, I thought it was hot in Monroe. Where we was at last week when
Charleston?
Charleston. Oh my God.
It was hotter here.
Yeah, it was hotter here.
Yeah, it was hot. It was like Friday night. I knew it had to be about 95 degrees.
Yeah.
Every time I said a word, sweat popped off me. I was like,
Yeah. But Greenville was disrespectful because the sun would be out and then it would go away for like 2 minutes and then it would be like, right back at you. I was like, man, I thought the sun was gone, but it's here. Yeah. It was crazy. It's definitely crazy. But we gotta figure out a way. I know everybody had the little device that you put on the back of your phone that's supposed to cool your phone down. That ain't working. We gotta figure out a strategy because it's just too hot out there. Or you might have to do King of the Hill because that Jack keeps everybody the least amount of time in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can normalize this. If your event is in 90 degrees, you have to do King of the Hill. Because we in the 50s, man. We in the 50s, bro. We can't be in that hot. Even if you hydrated, you don't want to be in the sun all day.
Yeah, somehow we drew first in every freaking class. So, King of the Hill, in that heat, that's when your phone really... Now, if you just come in for one song, it's like, and then win or lose, whatever, it's all right. But if you have to go in there and in there and in, but it definitely, like I said, King of the Hill separates, separates.
Separated.
Yeah.
I would say the men from the boys, but it separates the competitors and when it gets to this high level of audio competition. And you just dust your shoulder off and come back again. Coming to the shows and you got to come prepared when you're doing King of the Hill. Sometimes you get in the ring with the 2 rounds. You get your first round. You kind of blowing the dust off, and then you get to the second round. You want to try and blow them out the water. Well, when you come to a high level audio competition, you got to come ready and stay ready. You know what I mean? You got all week to practice. It's showtime when you get to the show.
Yeah, I mean, using the Bagger audio as a template. You have Sound Bullies or Ricky Will. I mean, they all use King of the Hill. So just goes to show. Now, of course, they have 60, 70 friggin' entries like every show. So.
Rick does about 102.
I'm so sorry.
130 bikes.
Yeah.
And nobody plays up.
Right.
Nobody plays up. Okay.
Nobody plays up.
Yes. I'm going to tell you right now. So you have to do King of the Hill. I like traditional, but I don't dislike King of the Hill. I think both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. So it doesn't matter what you choose. We're going to come and play.
Yeah. So. Big Rod has a comment that says, tent. Well, we were talking about we got to figure out something for this heat. I think he said, tent is the savior, but competitors don't like it.
Change the sound.
Yeah, baggers love it. Baggers love it.
Well, their tents are a lot higher. They don't use those regular 10 by 10 tents.
And Ghost said, Team No Crank. Okay. But what is so let's give out a little game. Give out a little game, Jack. D Nice. Let's give out a little game. Give out some nuggets. King of the Hill, classic. You got 2 rounds. You don't have to impress the judge on the first round, maybe. Your second round can come hard. But King of the Hill, you got one chance. You got one chance. Either you're starting out and beginning with 90 seconds, and once you become the King of the Hill, you only get 60 seconds to impress the judges. But that's not a time to play your weakest song in King of the Hill. You got to play whatever sounds best on your Slingshot, man, because the judge is only going to hear you one time, and then they're making a decision. Where the chips at? You know what I'm saying? Give us a little bit of game.
My advice is to practice at home. Don't wait to come to the show to practice. Practice. Iron all the kinks out. Time yourself at the house, and when it's time to come to the show, it's showtime. You know what I'm saying? You didn't practice all week, practice all year. It's just showtime. Classic. I don't mind it, but like I said, when we out here in these temperatures and dealing with this heat. It's just not gonna work. You asking for problems, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I mean, if you're prepared and you do practice like you say, it doesn't matter what it is.
Correct.
You're gonna perform and try to do your best within that. So, one of the advantages of King of the Hill is if you do go early, and there are a lot of them, if you stay in there and maybe you fault on one time, like maybe you don't play your best. Generally, the judges kind of give you, even though I know they're understanding they're judging that song, but they kind of give you a little bit of a hull pass and see, and it maybe tie it rather than just let you completely lose, just to kind of keep it going. But for the most part, you need your A game the whole time.
Yeah.
So
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill, yeah. On the other way, it depends on whether they're judging in between rounds or at the end, kind of how much weight that first song.
You got to remember. You got to remember both rounds.
Yep.
You might play with classic. You might have you're gonna have to play 2 flawless rounds.
Yep.
Versus somebody might have a bad round and come back on the second round and take it home. But if you only won the second round and you didn't win both rounds.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of it is preparation. So I know, a lot of the people that are consistent winners. they behind the scenes, you don't realize how much work they actually put in, practicing and stuff like that. Once again, that's why, Eric Smoke just clearly he doesn't practice.
He didn't deserve that.
Eric deserved it, all of it.
That's my guy, Eric, man.
Now, also before I get out of here, I want to make a suggestion for next year.
Okay.
Any shows that host King of the Hill next year. So say for instance, there's 10 competitors in a class, and you pick number 1, and you go through all 10. I think at the end of the competition, you won all 10 rounds. I think that competitor should get 10 points.
I got you.
That's what I was thinking the other day. Like Jack, that's what I was asking y'all the other day. I say, y'all went through like 7 bikes. Y'all won 7 rounds. Like I said, if I win 1 round, I want to get paid for that. If I win 2 rounds, I want to get points for that. I want points for every time I play. And if I win all 7, I get 7 points. I'm about like what you say.
I think that stiffens the competition a little more, just being a little more diverse and being able to rack up points on how many wins you get. Like say for instance, that year we were in Myrtle Beach and Cozy went through 8 bikes and Kels came up and beat him. Kels get 1 point, but Cozy lost 7.
See, now this is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Like you know how they do brackets, like basketball brackets. I think if Jack win, he go to the next round to beat the person to play the next winner, and they just keep it on down till they get to 1. But since we don't have that much time in the slingshot world, that's how I think it should be done. I don't think 1 bike should play against 8 bikes, and that last bike come up and beat that person. That's not. I don't think that's fair. But that's y'all world.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, D-Night, it sounds like you against King of the Hill but listen, 2 years ago when I was voicing my opinion, I didn't like it. Everybody was like, listen, be the king. You got to be the king. You got to have a strong battery. You got to have a long playlist. And I was saying those same talking points. It seemed like if I go through 10 people and the 11th guy beat me, and now I'm not the winner, but he is. He only played 1 person.
Well, he only get 1 point.
But I got it. And
you know what I'm saying?
And I've heard that. So basically, if someone goes through 5 people in King of the Hill, they get 5 points.
Correct.
And then if the person takes on and goes through 2 people and wins it, he still only gets 2 points.
Correct.
I like it.
That makes sense.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean that's how the national championship was when they had that thing. But I tell you what, it does kill it because it's like if you don't get that draw, that number 1 draw, you're like, oh shit,
I'm about like what the night.
So
It's just a conversation.
Yeah.
Nothing in stone.
I like this. Every time I win, I want form. If I lose, I don't get no form.
Yeah.
What do y'all think in the chat? What do y'all think?
Yeah,
about that?
Mama Duck says that's a great idea. But what about the events that do classic?
You still gonna get how many bikes you went through in classic? It's the same thing.
Yeah. So in classic, one competitor goes, he wins, he goes around, he wins again, he goes around. So actually, he gets 3. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, every time you battle, you get a point, basically.
Correct.
And win.
Yeah, you can do it with classic. Same thing.
Gene says, can we get a new playlist in the community in 2027? The community playlist is just played out. He says the playlist is played out.
There's millions and millions of songs.
Yeah, he said it's played out. That's what he said.
Play something different.
There were a lot of new songs at this show. I thought.
Yeah.
There were definitely. So.
Yeah. So take off your lace front. I mean, take off your lace front. I'm just saying that's. Is that one of the UAS songs?
I think we used it not this show, but the show before. Yeah.
Take off your lace front.
I'm like this right here. I'm old school. I get one song I fall in love with. I'm gonna play it until everybody say, "Oh, gee, you got to stop playing that song." But I just like music, and it's just like I don't know a lot of artists, but I just listen to Like Big Will last night, he had a playlist out this world. So I listen to all his music. I like give me that. Yeah, but see, you got to understand they were old school music, and I love that. And I like okay, I can play some of that. Yeah. But he showed me something. Be nice. He was a DJ on that.
I never seen that.
I saw that. I never saw that before.
That was like you bringing out the clock. We never seen that before.
I ain't never saw that before.
Yeah. I didn't know I could do that on the phone. Yeah. And then the spin the wheel thing you got.
Okay.
You know, if it's a tie, you got to pick a category.
Correct.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And you gonna make everybody step their game up now with that score clock.
Yeah.
The way you got it on your board.
But he had to.
You gonna make everybody put their game up.
All right. So guys, we're gonna close out here. I want to thank OG Wayne. I want to thank DJ D Nice. I want to thank Jack. I want to thank other Jack. I want to say congratulations to Little Lemon for featherweight, Little Lemon for lightweight, Little Lemon Crush for welterweight, and Mr. Campbell for middleweight and heavyweight. And I want to thank Too Much for the clarity contest. And I also want to send a big shout out to New Look, Sheila New Look, and her husband Zoe for having an awesome show. Thank you for doing what you do, and we wouldn't be here if you wouldn't be having this wonderful show. So thank you, Sheila Leggett and the New Look Empire. All right. Anybody else want to say anything before we close out? Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, please come out August 22nd to the Big Truck Takeover in Anderson, South Carolina. We'll be doing another debut there, and we are totally booked.
Closing with continued love and respect in the community.
Nice. Okay, let's see.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Hey, wait.
Good morning.
Gene says AI music should be banned, I think. Wait.
Watch the from the beginning.
Gene just got in. We had a whole conversation about
He said it should be. Hey, Gene, we talked about that in great lengths. Some of the profanity, some of the songs that maybe come across as disrespectful. We talked about that. D Nice had a little breakdown segment of the difference between a regular song and an AI song, how it's produced and stuff. So check that out. And if you want to come on the podcast, man, I invite you on. We'll have that topic discussed. Thank you, sir. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Absolutely. We out of here.
All right.
Thank you.